Hi, and welcome to this AI and C# video on the Microsoft Agent Framework. Today we're going to look into a feature that only works on the OpenAI Responses API, meaning OpenAI and Azure OpenAI. And it's called a background response. And the best way to explain what that means is to actually show it in action. So here we are in the Visual Studio example, allow background responses. And I'm just going to make my normal Azure client here, and I'm going to make an agent. And in this case, I'm using ChatGPT 5 because it has a tendency to think long, meaning take a long time before it answers questions. But it doesn't do that for every single thing we do. So for example, if I just ask, what is the capital of France? It is fairly quick to answer Paris to us. So in this case, it's okay that we just wait while the answer comes back. And we of course can use the streaming, so it comes back in pieces if need be. But what if we have something that takes longer to answer? It can be because, for example, here I'm going to write a 1,000 word essay about pigs in space, but it can also be that here is a PDF document that is 100 pages long. Find me something in that specific, meaning there could be a lot of input or there can be a lot of output. The main thing is it will take time to get back to us. Perhaps even so long that we need to begin and set some timeouts up here. But the main thing is that we are blocked in our processes while we do this. So if I start this one and just press F5 so we get this response number 2, we will see that we are waiting and the system is blocked essentially. Could we take away the wait keyword and work as a task? Yes, but essentially we're still just waiting. But at some point it will come back once it has thought about it. And again, in a real life scenario, this could be a review of some code or something like that. But in this case, it came back and it gave us a long answer, and that was the reason it used so long time. But what we can do is we can do something similar, but in order to do that, we need to do two things. First up, we need an agent thread in order for this to work. Again, we need a responses client to work. And in our options here that we can put into our run async, where we give various options, we tell that it's allowed to use background responses. And if we do that, we will see that it comes back instantly. And we are essentially done with our response. But this response doesn't have anything in it. There's no text or anything. But what it has is a continuation token. And we can then check out that this continuation token is not null and wait a few seconds and then ask the same agent with the same thread the options again and again and telling it where here's the continuation token. So it will take the same response and put it in, work on the response until it's actually done. So if I let it run here, you'll see that it waits for 2 seconds, 4 seconds, 6 seconds. And this is just this one counting up. And essentially just saying, hey, I have this response with this continuation token. Is it done yet? Is it done yet? So having this run in a separate thing, have a spinner saying, I'm waiting for your response. And once we're done, turn that spinner into the real response. So you often see this with ChatGPT that they start something up and they let you wait until it's done. So we are just waiting, and we can give feedback to the user while we're doing until it's done, and we have our answer back. So with that, you can do this work instead of just waiting, and we don't need to set up our timeouts or anything, because we are just every 2 seconds asking, "Are you done?" It could be every 10 seconds, depending on how long we expect the thing to work. If it needs to work for 5 minutes, we don't need to ask every 2 seconds. Then it might be every 30 seconds or every minute we want to wait. But of course, we shouldn't set this too high, because then we will perhaps wait even longer than the real answer will take to get back. But a fairly simple and easy extra step you can do. One thing I have noticed is that this feature doesn't work with function calling. So let's imagine that the function call is to add an order to a system or something like that. And that is the thing that takes time. That doesn't work with this, because when you do function calling, it is actually your own app that are waiting. And the AI cannot respond back that it's just waiting for that. So if you did function calling this, it will finish immediately here. Then it will go into here, call the AI, or call the tool, and then we'll just wait forever here until the tool is done. So this is only for big responses where it's the AI working and not your tools or MCP servers working, unfortunately. But just be aware of that. I thought it was tools as well, but that doesn't work. It's only when you have the thinking and long responses or crunching through input numbers. But with that, see you in the next one.